A very good morning, students, and welcome back to the statistics class. So we will move to the next concept, that is consumer price index number or cost of living index number. Okay, so this concept is again, it is a similar kind of index number where you're mainly focusing on the consumer prices. Okay, so here what happens is, why there is a necessity, okay, why we are using this consumer price index number. Okay, why? Because basically, when we say consumer, the price index in the headwaga, we have wholesale price and the retail price. Wholesale price and the retail price. Now, when you consider wholesale price, it is nothing but you consider in general. You are considering it in general. You are not specifically considering. Okay, so what you do, you do not specifically consider. Okay, we have wholesale and retail. When I say retail, here what happens is we specifically consider each items there. What are the taste of the consumers, or what type of items they are going to buy. But when it comes to the wholesale, here what happens is, it is when you say wholesale price index, it will measure what is the variation in the general price level. ಜನರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಜನರಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ what is the what amount of goods are being purchased by different class of people, and they different ನಮ್ಮ class society ಅಲ್ಲಿ various class people ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, various class ಜನರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, so what happens is, we will not come to know which group of people are using which kind of, or what is the variation, or what is the level of purchasing power they have. Okay, so because of that, there was a need to have a consumer price index method. Okay, due to which we will come to know which class of people and at what price, at what level they are going to buy the goods and services. So for that purpose, this method was introduced, that is consumer price index or cost of living index. Okay, so this method basically, okay, help us to know the different class of people, that is the rich, the poor, who are in the agricultural background, the laborers, okay, the labor class, the industrial workers. Okay, we will come to know each section of people. Okay, and what is their consuming pattern, what is their consumption pattern based on the purchasing power. Okay, our purchasing power basis ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ, ಆರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. Okay, so when I say consumer price index, the definition is like this. The consumer price index is an index number of the cost met by specific class of consumers. What do you mean by this specific class of consumers? Specific class of consumers is nothing but, okay, it is a group of consumers. Okay, it is a group of consumers which have identical pattern of consumption. Similar pattern irutte. Yavdu similar kind of consumption ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್, ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ group of consumer having identical or similar pattern of consumption of goods or services. Okay, what do you mean by basket of goods? Okay, what do you mean by buying of basket of goods and service? What do you mean by this basket of goods? Basket ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಈಗ ನೀವು ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಬಾಸ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. So when you say basket of goods and services, it is nothing but, okay, here what is needed for your day-to-day activity, the similar consumptions. Okay, ಈಗ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಒನ್ ಬಾಸ್ಕೆಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಒನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ವಿ ಸೇ basket of goods and services. So basket of goods and services is nothing but the goods and services needed in day to day life. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ basket of goods and service. So what is consumer price index? It is nothing but you are focusing on the specific or the group of consumers. Okay, you're focusing on the group of consumers having identical pattern of consumption. Our consumption ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ similar ಇರುತ್ತೆ, and also similar kind of items they are going to buy. That is the basket of goods and services. That is called as consumer price index number. Okay, I hope you are clear. Once again, I'll go back and tell you what is consumer price index. See, this consumer price index became necessity. Okay, the necessity of this concept came with the help of wholesale price index, because when we say wholesale price index, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಇದು wholesale ಅನ್ನು general price ಅಂತ consider ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. We generally focus on the prices of the different goods and service. Okay, we are not specifically focusing. So due to which we will not come to know what is the variation. Okay, what is the variation that is happening in different class of people, different class. ನಮ್ಮ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ different class of people ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್, ಅವರ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಅವರ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಫರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ we will not come to know what is the variation, due to which this method is introduced, so that each specific class is been identified to know what is their purchasing pattern of their belonging. Okay, so that is consumer price index number. What are the uses of this method? Okay, so now when I say consumer price, why this method is being used? First one, this cost of living index number is used to determine the purchasing power of money and for computing the real wages. Okay, why it is used? It is used to determine the purchasing power of money. What is this purchasing power of money? See, a purchasing power of money is nothing but, consider you have 100 rupees. Now you want to buy chocolates. You want to buy chocolates. Now out of this 100 rupees, what is the unit of goods or quantity that you can buy? ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದು 100 rupees. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅಸ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮನಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರೋದು 100 rupees. ಆ 100 rupees ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತರಬಹುದು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ purchasing power of money. So this cost of living or consumer price index will help us to know what is the monetary unit or monetary value, or what is the quantity that you can buy with the help of the monetary unit that you have. ಈಗ ನಾವು poor background people ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ, they cannot afford big things. Can they buy car? No. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಅವರತ್ರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಣ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ and also for computing the real wages. What are these real wages? Real wages andre those are the nominal wages. I think you have studied in accounts. Okay, so real wages are nothing but the nominal wages that will be affected through the inflation. Okay, what is this inflation? That is the rise in the general price level ಅಲ್ಲಿ increase ಆಗುವಾಗ. So that is, see now ಈಗ real wages ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ, when you do adjustments in the nominal wages, okay, which is exact, okay, it will not show you based on the money wage or the prices. Okay, it will not show you because on the money wages or the prices. It is actually what wages has to be given. Okay, due to increase or decrease, what are the changes that is happening in the real wage. And how will you calculate this real wage? How will you calculate this real wage? It is based on the money wage, I said. So money wages, okay, divided by the cost of living index number into 100. Money wage divided by cost of living index number into 100. Okay, so by this you will come to know what is the real wage. It is not even the money wage nor the prices. So you have to be very much what you say, you will come to know what is the exact real wage of a particular what you say, particular work. Okay, that is the first one. What is it? One, it determines the purchasing power, that is a person how much unit of or what is the quantity that he can buy with the money that he has. And second one is what is the real amount of wages that he can get, that can be calculated with the help of cost of living index. Second one, it is commonly used for fixation of salary, dearness allowance or grant bonus for the employees. Second ಏನಂದ್ರೆ based on the cost of living. Okay, now we will come to know what is the consuming pattern, what is their what is their standard of living. Okay, all this will you will come to know. ಈಗ ನಾವೀಗ ಜಾಬ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ you will know the standard of living of the people. Okay, you will know what is their position. Okay, based on that you will give salary, based on that you will give bonus. Okay, same way here also what happens is this cost of living index, based on the purchasing pattern of different level of what is say consumers, you can fix the price or you can fix the salary, the dearness allowances, that is the it is a benefit that has been given to the employees. Dearness allowance, HRA, that is house rent allowance, these are the benefits that the employees get when they are working. Okay, or also ಈಗ ಬೋನಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೋನಸ್ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್. Okay, third one, it helps or it is used by the government for formulation of policies. ಈಗ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will be very much helpful, ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದ ಎಕಾನಮಿ. ಈಗ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲುಕ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಬೈ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. Now when we say economy, we have to set the prices, we have to set the wages. Okay, or you have to frame certain policies related to inflation, deflation or any other things. So for that purpose, what happens, this consumer price index will be very much helpful for the government in formulating various policies related to price, related to wages, related to the economic condition. Nama economic condition ಯಾವ ತರ ಇದೆ ಅದರ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Next one is it is used for comparing changes in the cost of living of different class of people. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ ಐ ಸೆಡ್ different ತರ okay different category of people are there. We have rich people, we have poor people, we have middle class people. So every category have their own way of living, and in every category also ಈಗ ರಿಚ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಆ ರಿಚ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Each person, each family or each individual has their own taste and preference. So this consumer price index or cost of living index, what happens is it will help us to know what is their standard, what is the standard of living in the society, what is the consuming pattern in the society, what amount of consumption that they can make in a like compared to the other class. Okay, all this comparison can be made only with the help of consumer price index. Okay, next one is it is used for deflating money or income. What do you mean by deflation? What do you mean by deflating? It is nothing but you are converting the money wage to real wage. Illi money wage enide you are converting that to real wage. Okay, using consumer price index or cost of living index. Okay, so what do you mean by deflating? You're converting the money wage into real wage. Okay, you make the conversion with the help of consumer price index. So this will be helpful so that okay, whenever there is deflation, so how you can maintain the what you say the standard in the society, like how you can formulate the policies based on during the deflation time. All this can be done with the help of consumer price index. And the last one is it is used in wage negotiation and wage contracts. Now wage negotiation is nothing but negotiating or what you say making some you make some changes. Okay, if you have to make some negotiation or contracts with some of the parties, so this consumer price index will be very much helpful. Okay, when you have to maintain a contract with the okay especially related to the economy, if you have to make any negotiation or contracts, this consumer price index will be very much helpful. So I hope you all are clear. First one is the purchasing power of money, that is at what now if you have your power, if you have your money, at what unit of prices that you can buy a certain commodities or goods. Okay, and also the real wages, where it is where you convert the it is the actual wages that you are giving to a particular individual. Second one is this, it will help you to find fix the salary, the bonus, or any other benefits that you have to give to the employees. And also it will help in formulating the policies relating to price, the wages, or any economic conditions, or anything any related to the policies. It can be helpful. And also it will help us to make comparison of the different class of people that we have, the standard of living of that people. And also it will helpful in whenever there is deflation, whenever there is a deflation, or whenever there is high income inflation. Okay, deflation or inflation, at that time also consumer price index also helpful. Okay, and the last one is when you have to make any negotiation with any of the parties, or if you have to maintain a contracts. Okay, at that time consumer price index will be helpful. So this is very important for 1, 2 or 5 marks. Okay, 1, 2 or 1 marks. Basically they will ask you for 2 or 5 marks. Next one, very important one, main steps involved in the construction of consumer price index. Now starting ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, main steps involved in construction of price index number, that is different. Construction of price index number is different. Construction of consumer price index number is different. So when I say about consumer price index, here also there are 4 basic steps that you have to keep in mind when you construct the consumer price index. First one, you should define the purpose. Defining the purpose, that is nothing but you should know what you should clearly define for what purpose you are constructing the index number. Okay, if you do not like based on the standard of living, or based on the geographical area, or any area that you consider, okay, you should know for why you are constructing this index, consumer price index number. What is the reason? Okay, see when you now when you get a salary, you will see, now if you have to buy something, you should have a purpose of spending that money. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬೈ, ವೆದರ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೇವ್ ಸಮ್, ದೇರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಇಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. Okay, you should have specific purpose, or you should clearly define for what reason you are constructing the consumer price index number. Second one, conducting family budget inquiry and selecting the weights. Once you clearly define what is the purpose of constructing the index number, why you have to, okay, then you have to conduct the family budget inquiry. So I said example of salary. ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು, ನೀವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Okay, illa, you do not simply spend money. What you do, you will define why, for what purpose, or you will make some list. Okay, what are the things that I have to buy? Okay, you have to clearly define it. Once you define, then you see what is your budget. Okay, ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀನು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀನು ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀನು ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, you do that. Similar way here also, consumer price ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Okay, ನಿಮಗೆ you have to construct consumer price index. Once you should know what is the family budget. Okay, each individual family ಅಲ್ಲಿ what is the budget, what is the consumption pattern. Okay, ಯಾವ ತರ ಅವರು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, different commodities, what is the different taste. Okay, whether they are using only for their day-to-day activities or any other things. Okay, different class of people ಅಲ್ಲಿ you have to find you have to make an inquiry of their budget. That is very important, and only when you do the inquiry, you will come to know which weights you have to apply. Only when you know the perfect, okay, when you know what is the family budget inquiry, that will help you to give the exact, what you say, the budget that has to be applied, or weight that has to be applied for the construction of the consumer price index. So first one is you should clearly define why you are what is the purpose of constructing the consumer price index. And the second one is once you are constructing the consumer price index, you should also go for the inquiring about the family budget. What is their consumption? What are the items that they are consuming? What is the money that has been spent on the various items? Okay, whether they are spending more on food, clothing, the daily basic needs, or any other things. All these other things that you have to focus. After that, you have third step. Okay, third step is obtaining the price quotation. So when you construct the consumer price index, okay, we basically focus on the retail prices of the different commodities. We are not considering the wholesale prices. As I said, wholesale prices are the general prices, okay, general prices. Whereas when you consider the price quotation, you are focusing on the retail prices. Okay, you're considering the retail prices of the different commodities, okay, that you have to select. Either commodities and the heduvaga, each commodity has its own retail price. You have to consider, and this collection of the retail price also is difficult. It is not easy. Wholesale and the heduvaga, ella shops alli onde price irutte. The prices will be equal, but when it comes to the retail price, the prices vary from each shop to shop. Okay, based on their interest of making profit or anything. What happens, a prices, a little bit of variation will be there. So what happens, it is difficult to find the retail price. But when you say consumer price index, if you have to construct the consumer price index, the what you say, the main focus is given on the retail prices. Okay, as retail prices vary from shop to shop or one consumer to other, it becomes difficult to understand, or it becomes difficult to apply to the what you say, the consumer indexes. Okay, and the last one is once you obtain the prices, I said prices, price quotation, it is basically on the retail prices. And the last one is you have to compute the index number. The fourth one is computation of index number. Now when I say computation of index number, there are basically two methods. One is aggregative expenditure method. There are problems under this. And the second one is family budget method. Aggregative expenditure method ಮತ್ತೆ family budget method, ಇದು ಎರಡು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಓಕೆ ಇದೆ construction. Okay, you can compute the index number with the help of aggregative expenditure or the family budget method. So what is this aggregative expenditure method? I'll write it over here. Aggregative expenditure method. So when I say aggregative expenditure method, here we use the base year quantity. It is aggregate expenditure. So we use base year quantity as weight. Now when you say base year quantity, it is Q0 as weight for different class of commodities. Okay, for different class of commodities, we use the weight of the base year quantity as weight. Now when I say your consumer price index, CPI, the formula for aggregative expenditure is nothing but summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into 100. This formula is similar to, you know, this formula is similar to Laspeyres price index. Okay, it is similar to Laspeyres price index. So in the aggregative expenditure method, we are using the quantity of the base year as weight for different commodities that has been consumed by different class of people. And the formula, whatever you use under consumer price index, is summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into 100. And the second method is family budget method. Okay, in this method, what happens is the consumer price index is constructed by using weighted arithmetic mean of price relative. Here you are using what? Weighted arithmetic mean of price relative. Now, when you say weighted arithmetic mean of price relative, I hope you remember the formula. Okay, Now weighted arithmetic mean, that is summation WP divided by summation W. Weighted, you are using the weight, so summation WP divided by summation W. This is a formula that you use. Now when I say your W, it is nothing but P0 into Q0. Okay, this is a formula that is used for family budget method. This is a formula that you use for family budget method. So if I have to, when you say W here, it is nothing but P0 Q0. Okay, W and the headwaga, it is nothing but P0 into weights, P0 into Q0. If I have to split this, it becomes summation P0 Q0, because summation W, so summation P0 Q0, I have taken this one. P and the headwaga into P1. ಈಗ P ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ, how will you find P? P1 divided by P0 into 100 divided by summation P0 Q0. Okay, summation P0 Q0. So ultimately, okay, ultimately the formula at the end, you will get summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into 100. Why? Because hope you understood why. P0 and P0 will be cancelled here. What is remaining? P1 Q0, P1 Q0. So summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into 100. Okay, your P0 and P0 gets cancelled and remaining is P1 into Q0 into 100 divided by summation P0 Q0. So what happens here? We have two methods, aggregative expenditure method and family budget method. Aggregative expenditure method and the heduvaga, here what happens is we are using the base year quantity as weight and the formula is same as last price index. The family budget and the heduvaga, here we are applying the weights. Illi weights and apply ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. When we apply the weights, it is the arithmetic mean of the price relative. It becomes summation WP divided by summation W. More specifically, you will understand the formula when you apply along for different problems. When you work out the problems, you will clearly understand which method, which formula, and how you have to solve. So I hope you are clear with the concept. This concept is important for 5 marks. Okay, this concept is important for 5 marks. So here are only two important concepts. This definition is important for 1 or 2 marks. They may ask you uses or utility for 2 or 5 marks, and the methods of construction 4 points only for 5 marks. Okay, they'll ask you for 5 marks. They will ask you only to write the side points and explain any 2. Okay, they may ask you like that, or they may ask you to explain all the 4 points in detail. Okay, so notes I will send you, students. Please go through the concept. If you don't understand, please ask me personally. Thank you.